Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ambassador Regan, thank you for your devotion to hardworking American families. You recently said that one of the biggest challenges facing our nation is man-made pollution that damages our air, our water, our land. Not only is this pollution a major threat to public health, but it's pushing our planet to the brink. I agree. Pollution and the resulting climate crisis they're driving up the cost of living for all Americans. Back home in Florida, you know, skyrocketing electric bills because of gas price spikes. We have to run our air conditioners longer because there are too many hot days, well over 90 degrees. We have a property insurance crisis in Florida. All of this is really hitting my neighbors, really hitting them hard. That's why it was so important to see EPA tackle harmful climate pollution from power plants. Last year, I led a letter to you from about 100 of my Democratic colleagues that urged EPA to finalize the strongest possible carbon pollution standards for power plants, and at the same time encouraged the engagement with workers and unions and frontline communities. So I want to say thank you for delivering. Last month with the agency's historic rules to cut pollution from existing coal and new gas plants, as we do all that we can to help lower the cost and deliver cleaner, cheaper energy and a more resilient electric system all across the country. Administrator, my Republican colleagues continue to ignore the cost of the overheating climate. And they assert that clean energy is at odds with grid reliability. They'd have us believe that we need to burn more coal and rely on dirty energy sources to keep the lights on, just as we started in the 1800s. What is EPA's policy on new innovations like energy storage and solar that can help the U.S. deliver cleaner, cheaper energy to power communities when it's needed?
We encourage it, and we believe that we've designed flexible regulations that encourage innovation, whether it be looking at how we control methane, using satellite data, robotic dogs. We're using the most technologically advanced equipment to detect these leaks and reduce the pollution. When we look at innovative technologies like carbon capture and storage, we believe that it's within reach, and many are using it. Some are using it right here, right now, today. The idea is for the agency to be agnostic, to be technology neutral, but to promote the latest and greatest technology that provides the best public health benefits and environmental protection to this country. And that's what we've done through our congressionally mandated authority.
And it's pretty remarkable. Over time, we're not importing energy as much as we used to. And the same goes for electric vehicles. It's been kind of hard to listen to some of the criticisms. We want to build the electric vehicles in America with American workers and American component parts, and that's what the Inflation Reduction Act was all about, empowering our communities. And so many of my Republican colleagues, their communities are benefiting from these huge investments in whether it's the battery plants or the EV plants, and the future is bright. It's not without stops and starts and challenges like anything, but I think it's an exciting future. And the same goes for the recent announcement on Solar for All. You know, when the Democratic-led Congress passed the Inflation Reduction Act, we intended to help put money back into the pockets of our neighbors back home through cleaner, cheaper energy. And I already mentioned the high electric bills back home in the so-called Sunshine State, largely because the regulators there and the politicians have kept us hooked on gas. Meanwhile, we have abundant free resources from the sun. So thank you very much for following through on what we intended through Solar for All. What do you say to communities that want to tap these resources? How do they find out about them?
Well, they can go to epa.gov, and we've got it prioritized on our website. Solar for All is such an awesome program, $7 billion. It's going to help over 900,000 families access cleaner, more affordable energy. As you know, that this program is targeted towards low-income families, and we project that it'll save low-income Americans $350 million annually. This is $350 million going back into the pockets of people that need it the most without pollution. And so, listen, I think that to the point you just made, domestic manufacturing of batteries and solar panels and high-tech vehicles, we can own the future. We will own the future. We want them to be American jobs, designed here through American ingenuity, and not be reliant on China. There's a global competition out here, and quite frankly, this administration and some of these regulations are putting us in a position to be globally competitive and globally superior.
Thank you very much. I yield back.